Hey guys, Mr. B, XRP here, and welcome back. Today is November 18th of 2020. And the market is taking a bit of a breath. So I think if you saw my thumbnail on YouTube, I said the 2020 crypto bull run has not been canceled. So you can't get freaked out. The market's taking a little bit of a breath. Bitcoin is presently at 17,572 here on Fiat Leak, and I think it hit 18,488 on Coinbase at some point, I think overnight. So taking a little bit of a breath. Nothing goes up in a straight line. We'll see what happens, but I am certainly not concerned about it. We'll kind of see how it plays out. So if you've been here a while, you know how this sort of goes this way, you know. What I wanted to share with you, there's a bunch I want to go through. So let's see here. I got some notes here. Okay, all right. So let's look at the market first. Let's go right to Coin Paprika. And after my video yesterday, we quickly shot over $500 billion. I think we maxed out at about 510 billion on Coin Paprika, and we just dropped to 496. So we're just under $500 billion, and let's see here. So Bitcoin is showing at 17,546, still up almost 12% on the 7-day. Ethereum's at $470, up 1.78% on the 7-day. So Ethereum really hasn't made any move. Tether holding comfortably at $1. And you know, in my comment section, I have a couple of people that complain that I talk about Tether and say it's $1 in each of my videos. And guys, I mean, it's a joke when I say that. I'm joking because Tether has no business being here on this chart. I mean, has no business. It shouldn't fluctuate in value at all. Has no business being here. I'm making fun of the fact that it's there. I don't think Coin Paprika should even have it. They should have a separate chart with stable coins, and they shouldn't have it along with the other investments. So, because it's certainly not an investment. So anyway, that's why I do it. So for the people that don't like it, I can't help you. We're gonna keep doing it. XRP is at just under 29 cents. And still up 11% on the 7-day, so still good. And Litecoin is the leader, and it is at $70.92, up 19%. And when I say it's the leader in the top 10. Probably the leader in the top a lot, in the top 25 for sure. So anyway, that's where it's at. XRP is knocking at the door at 29 cents again. And see, now Bitcoin's going up since we started the video. So it's kind of bouncing back already. It was at 17,400 and change when I started getting ready to make this video. Now it's back up to 17,640. So I think it's moving in the right direction. Okay, I had posted this on Twitter yesterday. It's time for honesty. How many times did you check the price in the middle of the night last night? So I was talking about the night before last night. So because I posted this yesterday afternoon. And over 300 people responded, and the majority of the people said that they had woken up and checked the price at least once, and a lot of people was a lot more than once. So I thought that was kind of interesting, and because I just know how it goes. I mean, I just know how people get. I know how I admitted to it too. I said, me too. I had woken up 2 times. Now the good news is last night I didn't wake up once. Now let me help you with this, okay? Don't do it. Don't wake up in the middle of the night and check the price. Here's the thing. If your sell point is nowhere near 29 cents, there's no reason for you to wake up in the middle of the night looking at the price. It's just going to screw up your sleep patterns, guys. I mean, I did it 2 nights ago, but I didn't do it last night, and I'm going to, unless we're getting into some serious money, I'm not doing it. So don't do it to yourself. It's not worth it because it will screw you up. I'm telling you, it will absolutely screw up. Once you screw up your sleep pattern, you're toast. All right, so this is funny. Bitcoin Magazine posted this. The Grim Reaper killed 15,000. It killed 16,000, killed 17,000. And last night, the Grim Reaper did kill 18,000. So I love that. That's a really cool picture. And you know what? This one's actually good too, because this reminds me, this was from Happy Shillmore. And it says, when somebody tells me I got lucky buying Bitcoin, and I feel the same way about when people tell me I got lucky buying XRP, It says 50 hours of podcasts, 3 years of weekly buys. I'm smarter than you. Everything that we went through in the bear market. I mean, that's, there's nothing lucky about that. So there's nothing lucky. I think there's going to be a lot of broken noses when people tell us we're lucky, but don't do it. Don't break anyone's nose. Just smile and say, yeah, it's better to be lucky than it is to be good, and smile. That's what you do. All right, the blockchain backer had posted this morning, and he said Bitcoin's total market cap has touched a new all-time high. So that is good stuff. Now you ask yourself, well, how could it touch a new all-time high, the market cap, when it hasn't reached the all-time high of Bitcoin? And the reason is because more Bitcoin were mined. So there's more Bitcoin on the market now than there was in the bull market of 17-18, when I think Bitcoin peaked sometime in late December of 17, or it might have been early 18, but right around there. Okay, let's see here. I'm going to keep going. That was the Smarter Than You, or is that the Fast Money guys? Let's see. All right, we're going to go back. All right, this was on Fast Money. I'm going to play this video, and it's so great that we're getting national recognition here.
Yes, I think the crypto rally is here to stay. I don't think it's perfectly linear. I was sort of surprised during the day. I saw it up a few hundred. And, we talked a lot about institutional investors having an interest. I called BK. I said, hey, BK, what's up? By then, it was up maybe 1,000. And he said, yeah, the institutional interest is just exploding. And then he mentioned to me that Scaramucci at Skybridge is actually starting a Bitcoin and other alternative fund. So if institutional investors now feel like the good housekeeping seal of approval is on it with Paul Tudor Jones and Druckenmiller and Nova Gratz and others. So I'm staying long Bitcoin.
All right, Dan and Nathan, what about you, crypto-wise? We know what you feel, but is this rally sustainable?
It's funny, back to BK, Brian Kelly, he and I had a chat about it recently too. He showed me a log chart, a 5-year of Bitcoin. You look at that thing and it looks like it's about to absolutely explode. We know a lot of traders in the space look at the technicals. And I just mentioned this, is that it's not just Bitcoin. There's a lot of other cryptos that combined have gained the market cap of Bitcoin in the last 6 months.
It's you have to say it's a great. I couldn't think of a better time to get regulatory clarity on XRP, because with the market taking off like this, and all of the press getting now around Bitcoin and rallying around Bitcoin, it would be a great time for XRP to get its regulatory clarity. The other thing is it's a great time for Brad Garlinghouse to get back on TV and talk about the differences between Bitcoin and XRP. I mean, now is the perfect time for him to get back on TV and talk about how, Bitcoin paved the road and everything that's great about Bitcoin. And let me tell you how XRP is different. I mean, he's the face of XRP. There's no one else out there promoting XRP on TV other than the people at Ripple. I mean, and the fact that it's an independent source and it's not owned by Ripple, the XRP ledger. I mean, there should be more people out there talking about it, even people that are funded by Ripple X in their ventures that are using XRP. We need more people on TV talking about XRP. Honestly, it shouldn't just be Brad. There should be a lot of people out there talking about it. So that would be really good. The timing would be great. Okay, so this was from Michael at VAL5 Link. On Tuesday, November 17th, the day that Bitcoin price broke through $17,000 level, Mexican billionaire Ricardo Salinas Pliego said that 10% of his liquid assets are in Bitcoin. That's a big, bold statement from a billionaire, so that's pretty amazing. This I saw, let's see here, the 38,250 BTC purchased by MicroStrategy for $425 million are now worth $688 million. Michael Saylor deserves the title of best CEO ever for his bold, intelligent move to opt in Bitcoin. So I remember when this guy did it. This was the first announcement we saw publicly of a CEO of a publicly traded organization investing in Bitcoin. This guy paved the road. And right after that, we heard other people doing it. So he does deserve a nod. He really, really does. Jim Cramer said, bad news, anything Washington. Thanks for nothing for all of the workers being laid off in restaurants. Have to gun for these people. I am furious at them. Guys, we forget that the economy is hurting out there. I mean, it really, really is hurting out there. 80% of the hotels in New York City are on the brink of going out of business. I don't know what the percentage of restaurants is in New York City that are closed permanently, but I know it's really, really high. It's really not a good deal. It's just not a good deal. And to furthermore talk about the economy, China's world economy is worst recession since Great Depression. Okay, so that was his statement. It's not good out there, and because it's an election season here in the United States, they're not talking about how bad it is out there because politicians don't want to be put in that light. And for those of you who don't know in the United States, and those of you who don't know who aren't in the United States, the approval rating of the United States Congress and Senate, I believe it's both, is 10%. So 90% of the people do not approve of the job that our lawmakers are doing. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's just absolutely ridiculous. I don't want to get into it. I want to get into politics, but it's crazy. All right, this was from CoinDesk Markets. A Bitcoin price indicator suggests the bull market is still far from peaking, even as the cryptocurrency closes in on all-time high. So a lot of people are saying, hey, it's not going to get to 20 and just fizzle out. They're thinking it's going to go beyond 20. So I don't know. I know people who are waiting for it to get to 20 to sell some Bitcoin. But there are other people that are calling for higher numbers. So we're going to see. BitThumb will support an airdrop of native token Spark issued through utility forks from Flare Network. So BitThumb has now stated that they're going to cooperate. If you want to find out if your wallet or your exchange is going to cooperate, guys, go to flare.xyz. And that will tell you whether or not they're going to cooperate. So you just go up here in this little thing here, and you can go supporting exchanges, and it'll come up with all the supporting exchanges. It's taking time, and it's got all these exchanges here. And then if you click on, it's quite a few now. And then if you click on, and there's no Coinbase, guys. So in supporting wallets, Coinbase isn't going to do it. They would have announced by now. So don't think I don't think they're going to do it. I'm not waiting for Coinbase anymore. Okay, so those are some of the wallets. So if you want to check that out. Hey, also my video yesterday, I talked about cash out plans. I just wanted to mention I got some great comments in the comment section below that some of you watched the video, you enjoyed the video, you actually sat down and wrote a plan. That makes me happy. I'm just glad that people are thinking about it. Because I talked about greed, and greed is a natural reaction, and you will naturally get greedy and think it'll keep going up, and it won't at some point. And you know what? And somebody made an interesting comment in my comment section, and they said, your first cash out point is probably greedy. And the truth is, maybe it is. Maybe I'm being too greedy at my first cash out point. And kudos to you, the guy who said it, because you're right. I mean, at that point, there will be a significant gain on my part. Because I was looking to wait till we break the next all-time high before I start to cash out. So, I mean, he got me thinking, that I need to look at my numbers again. But the point is, if I do make any changes, they will be in writing. I actually write it down. And when I wrote my last plan, I wrote it down. I signed my name across it. And I showed it to my wife, and I told her, hold me to this plan no matter what. And that's what you have to do. So whatever your plan is, hold to your plan, okay? And the other thing is, I coined the phrase shallow bag. And a shallow bag, I always said, was a small bag of XRP that I'm going to sell early on just to feel some success, So maybe a shallow bag is 500 XRP, 1,000 XRP. I don't know. It just depends on your situation, right? It might be 5,000 or 10,000 XRP, whatever the number is. But you might decide, I'm going to take a small shallow bag of XRP, and let's say your average buy-in is 25 cents, 35 cents, 40 cents, whatever it is. You might decide you're going to sell it at $1, $1.50, $2, $3, whatever the number is, just to feel a sense of satisfaction and a sense of success, and hold on to your larger bags long term. So just a tip, just something that I've talked about for a long time, and the problem is my shallow bags became big bags and became part of my cash out program. But I might dial back, and do cash out a shallow bag sooner than I did stress in my cash out plan. So I am going to take another look at that. But the purpose of me talking about it yesterday was to get you guys thinking about it before it happens, okay? Because you don't know where you're going unless you have a plan. And I promise you, if you don't have a plan, it's not going to be good. Okay, and if you don't have a plan for yourself, everyone else's plan for you sucks. So make a plan for yourself. That's the most important thing. All right, so this posted, and Allison's been kicking butt here on Twitter lately. Alice at Allison J. Kershaw. So this is the face of the reason for the global financial reset. Follow the money. Everything else is just smoke and mirrors. And she was reposting from this other person, and this other person said, and it's Luis Piera, said, this person said, is Klaus Schwab best known as the founder? Okay, is Klaus Schwab best known as the founder and executive chairman of the World Economic Forum, or the villain for the upcoming Marvel movie? I mean, this guy, look at him. I mean, he looks like a villain. He really looks like, I know the digital asset investor gets crazy about this guy. He does. He looks like this doesn't look real. I mean, this doesn't look real. And they tell me that I'm not going to own things. I'm going to be happy. I mean, what is this crazy stuff, man? It's not going to work in the United States. No, it's not going to work here. And I hope it's not going to work where you're from. All right. From the Crypto Poet. And the Crypto Poet said, a while back, Western Union said they didn't need Ripple. Meanwhile, MoneyGram took a leap and partnered up with them. Who made the right choice? I think it's pretty clear. So look at these lines from Western Union. Look at their track of their stock. In fact, in the past year, they're down. It looks like they're down 18%, and MoneyGram's up 216%. And MoneyGram's my greatest failure of 2020. So 2020 has been a crap year for everyone. But one of the biggest mistakes I made was I sold my MoneyGram, and I sold it low. And boy, am I hurting for it, because that was not a smart move. So if you bought MoneyGram, I hope you still have it, or you're selling it now, whatever it may be. Okay, from the Digital Assets Daily, he had reposted from Josh Oskowitz here, or Oswitz. This is Brian Brooks, who is the comptroller of the currency, and I want you to hear what he said.
The other thing that China has done is they have captured more than 51% of the mining capacity on the Bitcoin blockchain, which means that the very first Internet of Money, which was the Bitcoin blockchain about 10 years ago, is now essentially owned by China. So as a country, we now face a geostrategic competitiveness issue, which is, do we in the United States want to own Internet 2.0 in the same way that we own Internet 1.0?
Yes, we do, Brian. We do. And we want to use XRP. That's how we want to do it. Yes, we do. Where's Brad? Where's Ripple? Where's all the people working to promote the use of XRP? I mean, you've got all the X Spring companies. Get on TV, guys. All the Ripple X companies. Sorry, the Ripple X companies. You've got Flare Networks. I mean, they're going to be forking off and whatever they plan to do with their DeFi token. They can get on TV and talk about it. People need to get on TV and talk about it. I mean, geez, get out there, guys. Come on, man. Let's do it. Let's talk about it, because right now the world is listening, and everyone's going to be having Thanksgiving dinner with their families. Also, Brian Brooks and Michael VAL 5link posted this. He's been nominated for 5 more years to be the comptroller of the currency. So I think he has to get approved and get pushed through. But I think he's been nominated, and I think that they probably can get that done before the end of the year or before the end of the term of the current administration. So I think that can get done. In talking about cash out plans yesterday and sharing my cash out plan with you, one of my plans after crypto is to invest in some of these fledgling young tech companies, and you guys have heard me talk about Link2 before. They are a place where you can invest in pre-IPO private shares of companies. Okay, so these are companies before they IPO. And most of the people that own shares in these companies are the people that work for these companies. So they're not really the easiest thing to get, but you can get them through companies like Link2. And one of the things that's unique about Link2 compared to there are bigger companies that do the same thing, but Link2 is not a broker. So what that means is this: if they show you that they have available a product, and like this Marqeta is available, and you buy it, let's say you're already approved. Now, you have to be an accredited investor to buy anything. But if you're already an accredited investor plugged into their system, when you hit the buy button and pick how much, It's an instant buy. They don't have to go get it and broker it and get it to you and charge you broker fees and all this other stuff. So you pay what they say they're charging, and they're not a broker. So, and one of the problems is when you use a brokering company is a lot of times the company like Marqeta or Upgrade or Uphold or whatever it may be will have a right of first refusal. So they might decide they want to buy back the shares, and then you can't end up getting the shares. So that happens. They call it ROFRing in the business. So a right of first refusal. So one of the things in Link2 is nobody can ROFR the shares. So once you buy the shares, they're yours and you can buy them instantly. So anyway, interesting stuff. If you want to look, I'm bringing it up today because they just reloaded a lot of their product because they were out of a lot of their product. So they just reloaded a bunch of it. If you're interested, check these guys out. The other thing is this: in the links of the description of this video, you can download their app on your phone. And if you're not an accredited investor, still register your app. You'll be invited to different things. You'll be able to attend online conventions and weekly seminars and stuff like that. So check it out. They're good people, and they're doing good things. All right, so this was posted by James Rule XRP. Brad Garlinghouse is Ready Are You. I love these. I don't know how these guys make these things. I love them. I absolutely love them. So here's Brad Garlinghouse getting ready to take off in SpaceX. All right, I hope that music doesn't give me a copyright. I love when people make those things. Those are absolutely cool. All right, so that's my video of the day. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not an accountant. I'm not scared. Guys, the market taking a breath doesn't scare me. Don't let it scare you, and I'm not a crypto expert. These are my opinions only. Don't make any financial decisions based on anything I say. Please like and subscribe. I'm getting a lot of subscribers this week. That's fantastic. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Hit the like button if you don't mind. That would be great. Share my videos with anybody you think who might appreciate them. And if you have any comments for me, hit me in the comment section below. I go through them. I don't answer them all, but I do try to get in there and answer a bunch if I can. You guys are great. I thank you for listening to my channel, and have a great day. Bye-bye.